All right, now that you have Xcode downloaded, go ahead and pop it open like a soda can. This is going to be the page that comes up, and we're going to go ahead and start messing around. So click on the playground. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's a subliminal message over here that says please subscribe. I don't know who put that there, but it's pretty crazy. You can go ahead and keep the name the same, and we're going to stick with a Mac OS platform. We're going to be going through a lot of common features between the iOS platform and the Mac OS platform. This is fine for now, don't worry about it. You can go ahead and click next. You're going to want to have a safe place to store this in, so I'm not going to store it in stranger danger. What the heck is that? Weird. Anyway, I'm going to go in Swift tutorials here, and that's just where I'm going to do it at. Nice. So this is your playground. Welcome to the jungle. Playgrounds were released in Xcode 6, and basically they provide an interactive environment for rapidly developing and evaluating Swift code. So what that means is you don't have to have a whole project to get this guy compiling to run it. Playgrounds are basically a way to evaluate Swift code on the fly. They're ideal for testing and experimenting with Swift in a Mayweather lightweight environment. So this side, the left side here, is the Swift code editor, and the right side here is the results sidebar. So the code in the editor is evaluated and run top to bottom, and it's going to go every time the source changes. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Check out this nice green text. You're probably like, what the heck? Why is this green? I know. It's crazy. So these are called comments, and the compiler is going to ignore this every time that it runs through it. Comments are used for documenting code or keeping track of what the code is about that you are doing. So check this out. We can go ahead and delete the two slashes, and the compiler is going to have a problem with that. It's going to be like, what the heck is this? I can't parse this code. So it's just going to get upset. Nobody wants that. So you can go ahead and hit the command slash, and that'll put it right back for you. And that's a nice shortcut to keep in mind. If you're unable to do the shortcut because you just installed Xcode, you can go ahead and just close it down, restart your computer, and then it should work after that. So just below the comment, you can see that the playground imports the Cocoa framework. This import statement means that your playground has complete access to all of the application programming interfaces in the Cocoa framework. An API, application programming interface, is basically, you can think of it as a prescription or a set of definitions for how a program can be written. So this guy's got some behavior in it that is going to allow us to do some things in our playground. What this is saying is var str equals hello playground. The text in quotes is copied on the right. As you can see, as I mentioned, this is the results sidebar. So the compiler ran this code and then printed it out over here. First thing we're going to take a look at here is this equal sign. This is called an assignment operator. The assignment operator assigns the result of the code on the right-hand side to the constant or variable on its left-hand side. For example, on the left-hand side of the equal sign, you have the text var string here, and its Swift keyword var is used to declare a variable. A variable represents some value that you expect to change or vary. On the right-hand side of the equality, you have hello playground. In Swift, the quotation marks indicate a string, an ordered collection of characters. The template named this view str, but variables can be named almost anything. So if I wanted to do something like var mom equals, what's a great mom name? Freaking Sharon. Var mom equals Sharon. I can have a variable named mom that has a value of Sharon. That's perfectly fine. You can name them whatever you want. This is the keyword here. But with that being said, there's also keywords that you cannot put in place of the name for a variable. So if I wanted to do var equals Sharon, which would be weird, I can't do that because var is a keyword and it's like freaking out. You can click this guy and it'll say, oh man, should have done something else. Well, yeah, you probably should have, you freaking weirdo. So now you can see that the text that's printed on the right hand side in the results sidebar, it's a string value assigned to the variable sick. So string is a type, and we say that str variable is an instance of the string type. Types describe a particular structure for representing data. Swift has many types of types, you know, like integers or doubles, floats, all sorts of jazz that we can get into. But the string type is designed to work with an ordered collection of characters and defines a number of functions to work with that ordered collection of characters. So because this is a var, we can mess around with this guy. Let's append an exclamation mark to, let's do it to Sharon Yeah, she needs a little pep in her step. So let's just go mom plus equals. Well, let's throw a little shebang in there. Boom. Would you look at that? Now we got Jared. What is that guy? What is this? Ozzy Osbourne writing this? It's crazy. Sharon! So this guy right here is the addition assignment operator, and basically it's just adding. You can see that it's just adding the exclamation mark, adding to what it's already equal to. Boom, boom, Sharon. So now what we're gonna want to do is let's add some code to print the value held by the variable mom, because everybody loves mom. And let's print that out to the console. So the console displays text messages that you create and what to log as things occur in your program. And we'll see those later on. But for now, let's use this function. Let's call a function here. Let's call the function print. And we want to print mom. So that's going to print mom out to the console. But this print function here, functions are basically groupings of related code that send instructions to the computer to compile a specific task. The print function is used to print a value to the console, followed by a line break. So that's why you see this /n. That's a new line. It's going to have a new line, sister. Unlike Playgrounds, Xcode projects don't have a results sidebar. So usually we're going to use the console for checking the current value of some variable of interest. So if we want to see the console in the Playground, we're just going to go Shift, Command, Y, and that's going to bring up the console here. So we just printed Sharon to the console, and that's pretty cool. So basically what we've done so far is we've installed Xcode, we've created and gotten acquainted with a playground, a wonderful place to play. We've used the variable and modified it, and we learned about the string type. We've also used the function to print to the console, which is pretty good. Don't worry about it. You'll be making apps in no time. And we all know it's going to be freaking worth it when you're balling out with your freaking Flappy Bird type apps. Am I right? Anyway, stick with it. You'll be doing great. I'm just going to give you guys a quick challenge before you get to the next guy, our next video, because if you're not practicing on your own, honestly, you're not going to get very good at this. I'm just being real blunt. I don't smoke them, but I am blunt. That's probably a bad joke to say. Use the skills that I just taught you to create a new instance of the string type, and then set the value of this instance to be equal to your last name, and then print it to the console. Pretty simple stuff, and I think you can do it. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. You can hit me up on Twitter and ask me there, or slide in my DMs on Instagram. It's kind of weird, but you know, I will definitely answer you. And please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.